Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In the realm of Stoicism, this wisdom transcends mere conversation, guiding us towards mastery over what we reveal and what we withhold. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where today we delve into a topic as intriguing as it is essential: the 8 things a man must always keep from a woman. Stoicism teaches us the art of discernment, emphasizing control over our internal states rather than the external world. It's in this spirit that we approach relationships, particularly with the opposite sex, with a blend of kindness, justice, and respect. Yet Stoicism also counsels prudence in our interactions, especially in matters of desire and attachment. Why then focus on what a man must conceal? It's not about deceit or mistrust, but about understanding the delicate balance of human nature and societal roles. It's about striving for self-mastery, where discretion and modesty become virtues. So let's explore these 10 guarded secrets, not as a means to create barriers, but to foster deeper understanding and respect. Join us as we navigate the Stoic path to wisdom in relationships right here on Stoic in Your Life. His financial status. In the Stoic philosophy, a man's approach to his financial status is deeply rooted in the virtues of modesty, prudence, and self-reliance. This perspective significantly influences how he might share information about his financial situation, particularly in the context of his interactions with a woman. The Stoic man understands that wealth, much like any external factor, does not define his worth or character. Therefore, he approaches discussions about his financial status with a sense of discretion and humility, not out of secrecy, but from a desire to maintain a focus on more meaningful aspects of life. The Stoic principle of modesty guides the man in not flaunting his wealth or financial achievements. He recognizes that true value lies in virtue and character, not in material possessions or financial success. This understanding leads him to downplay his financial status, avoiding any behavior that might seem boastful or materialistic. He seeks to be appreciated for his wisdom, integrity, and kindness rather than his financial capacity. Prudence, another Stoic virtue, plays a crucial role in how the Stoic man manages and discusses his finances. He is careful and judicious in his financial dealings, always mindful of the future and the stability of his and his family's lives. This careful management is not driven by greed or a desire for accumulation, but by a rational approach to ensuring a life free from unnecessary financial stress or dependency. Self-reliance is at the heart of the Stoic's approach to finances. The Stoic man strives for financial independence, not to boast or to achieve a sense of superiority, but to live in accordance with Stoic principles of freedom and self-sufficiency. He does not rely on others for his financial security, nor does he seek to burden anyone with his financial responsibilities. This independence is a testament to his ability to control his desires and live within his means, reflecting a deep understanding of the Stoic belief that happiness comes from within, not from external wealth or possessions. In his interactions, especially with a woman, the Stoic man's discretion about his financial status is also a reflection of his belief in the importance of building relationships based on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine affection, rather than on financial considerations. He understands that true connections are formed on the basis of character and virtue, not on the transient and often deceptive allure of wealth. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This encapsulates the Stoic approach to finances, emphasizing contentment, modesty, and the pursuit of virtue over material wealth. By adhering to this philosophy, the Stoic man navigates his financial life with wisdom and integrity, ensuring that his financial status, whether abundant or modest, remains a private matter, secondary to the more enduring values of Stoic living. His secrets. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, the manner in which a man manages his personal secrets is intricately linked to the virtues of discretion, honor, and respect, both for himself and for others. This Stoic framework profoundly influences how he navigates the sharing of his secrets, especially in his dealings with women. It's crucial to understand that for a Stoic, the act of keeping secrets isn't rooted in the desire for secrecy itself, but stems from a deep appreciation for privacy and the significance of upholding one's dignity. Through the lens of Stoicism, secrets are seen as mirrors reflecting one's inner life and personal journey. They are zealously protected not because they harbor anything inherently shameful or malevolent, but because they symbolize the sanctity of one's privacy and personal worth. A Stoic man treasures the sanctity of his inner realm, recognizing that not every facet of his existence is meant for public disclosure, even to those he holds dear. Discretion emerges as a cornerstone virtue within Stoic philosophy, steering the Stoic man's interactions and ensuring he avoids the pitfalls of gossip and slander. This restraint is not born out of a fear of being uncovered, but from a profound respect for personal privacy and the privacy of others, emblematic of his reverence for the inviolability of personal boundaries and the confidentiality of shared secrets. Honor and reliability form the bedrock of the Stoic's character, with a steadfast commitment to honesty and integrity. This commitment means he shuns deceit and betrayal, aware that such actions would tarnish his moral compass and weaken the trust placed in him by others. His dedication to honor is evident in how he manages his secrets and those confided in him, reflecting a protective and respectful stance towards personal dignity and privacy. This isn't about concealing the truth or shirking responsibility, but about defending the sanctity of individual experiences and the inner self. At the heart of the Stoic's approach to secrets lies a deep-seated trust in oneself. The Stoic man places confidence in his judgment and discretion, deciding autonomously what to share and what to keep private. This self-assuredness is not a sign of isolation or distrust in others, but a manifestation of his belief in his capacity to navigate his inner landscape. Cicero, a Stoic luminary, encapsulated this ethos when he proclaimed, "The most sacred thing in the world is the human soul." This profound statement underscores the Stoic conviction in the sacredness of the inner self, encompassing one's thoughts, emotions, experiences, and secrets. For the Stoic man, safeguarding his secrets and honoring those of others is tantamount to venerating the sacredness of the human soul. To encapsulate, the Stoic man's handling of his secrets is a nuanced interplay of discretion, honor, and respect. He cherishes the privacy and integrity of his inner life, aware that not every detail of his existence is meant for external consumption. His unwavering commitment to discretion, reliability, and the protection of personal boundaries underscores his respect for the sanctity of the human soul. In embracing this philosophy, the Stoic man exemplifies the core tenets of Stoicism, leading a life marked by integrity, respect for privacy, and the nurturing of a virtuous and dignified inner self. This approach not only aligns with ancient wisdom, but also offers timeless guidance for navigating the complexities of modern life, encouraging men to live with honor and discretion in a world that often overlooks the value of privacy and the depth of the human soul. His ambitions. The Stoic man's approach to his ambitions is characterized by a profound sense of purpose, discipline, and a focus on personal virtue. In the Stoic view, ambitions are not merely goals or aspirations, but are deeply connected to the individual's moral and ethical framework. This perspective influences how a Stoic man might share his ambition, particularly with a woman, emphasizing the importance of internal motivation and virtue over external recognition or success. Stoicism teaches that one's ambitions should be aligned with the pursuit of virtue and the common good, rather than personal glory or the acquisition of power. The Stoic man, therefore, is cautious in revealing his ambitions, not because they are secret, but because he seeks to ensure that his goals are pursued with integrity and not for the sake of vanity or ego. He understands that true success lies in the quality of his actions and their alignment with Stoic principles, rather than in the outcome or recognition those actions might bring. Discipline is a key element in the Stoic man's pursuit of his ambitions. He approaches his goals with a methodical and measured effort, understanding that greatness is achieved through consistent action, self-control, and perseverance. This disciplined approach is not aimed at impressing others, but is a manifestation of his commitment to living a life of purpose and meaning. The Stoic man's ambitions are also marked by a sense of duty to contribute positively to the lives of others and the community at large. He does not pursue his goals in isolation, but sees them as part of a larger context of social responsibility and ethical living. This outward focus ensures that his ambitions are not self-serving but are aimed at creating value and improving the world around him. In sharing his ambitions with a woman, the Stoic man does so with humility and a genuine desire for partnership and support, rather than seeking approval or admiration. He values a companion who understands and shares his commitment to virtue and purpose, recognizing that a shared journey towards meaningful goals can deepen and enrich a relationship. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once reflected, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." This highlights the Stoic belief in the importance of living according to one's own reasoned convictions and ethical standards, rather than conforming to societal expectations or pursuing ambitions for the sake of popularity or acceptance. In conclusion, the Stoic man's approach to his ambitions is a reflection of his commitment to a life guided by virtue, discipline, and a sense of duty to others. By prioritizing these values over external success or recognition, he ensures that his ambitions contribute not only to his personal growth, but also to the betterment of society, embodying the true essence of Stoic philosophy. In the realm of Stoicism, the approach to love is distinctively marked by a profound understanding of independence, self-reliance, and rationality. This philosophical stance, deeply rooted in the wisdom of ancient Stoic thinkers, offers a refreshing perspective on romantic relationships and emotional connections. It is a perspective that champions the idea of loving with a sense of freedom and reason, rather than being ensnared by excessive attachment or dependency. This nuanced view is not only pivotal for grasping the Stoics' approach to love, but also serves as a guiding light for modern relationships, where the balance between emotional involvement and personal autonomy is often hard to achieve. For the Stoic man, love transcends the mere act of losing oneself in another's essence or becoming excessively attached. It is instead an emotion that is steered by wisdom and a rational comprehension of life. This enlightened approach allows him to preserve his independence and self-sufficiency, even within the intimate confines of a romantic partnership. He loves, but his love does not cloud his judgment or compromise his principles and autonomy. In this light, love is seen not as a chain that binds, but as a mutual exchange of respect, care, and dignity. It is a relationship where love is not a possession or a clingy dependency, but a shared journey of growth, respect, and mutual understanding. Furthermore, the Stoic man's perspective on love is devoid of unreasonable demands or expectations that could potentially weigh down the relationship. He values and cherishes the love he receives, recognizing it as a precious gift rather than an entitlement. This sense of gratitude and mindfulness enriches his relationships, deepening the emotional bond and connection. His expression of love goes beyond mere words. It is manifested in his actions, his daily interactions, and the supportive, caring manner in which he treats his partner. Echoing the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, "The best way to avenge yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer." The Stoic man's approach to love is a testament to the power of maintaining one's virtue and character in the face of adversity. This philosophy underscores the importance of staying true to one's values, even when emotions run high. In the context of love, it means that the Stoic man does not let his emotions dictate actions that are contrary to his principles. The Stoic man's approach to love, therefore, is a delicate balance between emotional depth and rational understanding. He loves deeply and sincerely, yet always with an eye towards maintaining his independence, virtue, and rational judgment. This balanced approach not only allows him to forge meaningful and fulfilling relationships, but also ensures that he remains true to the core principles of Stoicism. By integrating these ancient teachings into the fabric of modern life, the Stoic man navigates the complexities of love with grace and wisdom, leading to a more contented and harmonious existence. In today's fast-paced world, where relationships often face the challenges of balancing personal growth with emotional connection, the Stoic philosophy offers invaluable insights. It encourages us to love with reason and freedom, to value independence while cherishing deep emotional bonds, and to live out our love through actions that reflect our deepest values and principles. This Stoic approach to love not only enriches our personal relationships but also serves as a guiding principle for living a fulfilled and balanced life, echoing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism in the modern hustle. His weaknesses. In the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that has weathered the sands of time, lies a profound understanding of life and the human condition. It teaches us that the essence of a person's character is not defined by what happens to them, but by how they choose to respond to life's inevitable challenges. This wisdom is particularly relevant when we consider the concept of personal weaknesses. A Stoic, especially a man walking the path of Stoicism, is encouraged to rise above the common reactions of complaint or seeking comfort in others' recognition of his struggles. This isn't about denying feelings or pretending pain doesn't exist. It's about confronting adversity with a calm, rational mind, embodying virtues like patience, resilience, and endurance. Stoicism teaches that while we can't control every external event, we can control our reactions to them. This philosophy advises against seeking sympathy or pity, even from those closest to us, such as a partner or spouse. Instead, it champions the cultivation of an inner strength that doesn't depend on external validation. This approach might seem counterintuitive in a society that often sees sharing and openness as virtues, but Stoicism offers a compelling counter-narrative. It suggests there's a unique power in facing suffering quietly, not out of a desire to appear stoic in the superficial sense, but to develop a resilient, composed spirit. This choice isn't about suppressing emotions, but about choosing to respond to life's difficulties with steadfast inner strength. The Stoic man, therefore, does not view his weaknesses as flaws that undermine his confidence or self-worth. Rather, he sees them as opportunities for personal growth and self-improvement. Stoicism views every challenge and hardship as a means to forge a stronger, more virtuous character. Weaknesses are not impediments but raw materials for transformation, teaching us that life is a journey of continuous self-discovery and mastery. Each trial is a chance to refine our approach to living virtuously. By adopting this Stoic mindset, one finds deep purpose and fulfillment in facing the uncertainties of life with grace and inner fortitude. In a world filled with chaos and unpredictability, the Stoic man stands as a beacon of the power of discipline and an unbreakable spirit. This philosophy doesn't just offer a way to endure life's trials, but transforms them into opportunities for personal triumph and the cultivation of an unassailable character. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This quote encapsulates the Stoic approach to personal weaknesses and adversities. Instead of reacting in kind or allowing external circumstances to dictate our state of being, Stoicism teaches us to find strength in restraint and wisdom in silence. It's in this space of quiet endurance and reflection that we can truly grow and find peace, not by avoiding our weaknesses, but by facing them head-on with courage and resolve. The Stoic journey, then, is not just about personal resilience. It's a testament to the transformative power of facing life's storms with a serene heart and a steadfast spirit, embodying the timeless wisdom of Stoicism in every step of our modern hustle. His dreams. In the realm of Stoicism, the approach to dreams and aspirations is deeply intertwined with the virtues of realism, pragmatism, and self-reliance. This philosophical stance is particularly evident in how a Stoic man navigates his ambitions, especially in the context of sharing these personal visions with others, including women in his life. Stoicism teaches that dreams should not be mistaken for mere flights of fancy or unreachable desires. Instead, they are considered meaningful endeavors that are in harmony with an individual's core values and abilities. This perspective encourages a Stoic man to share his dreams judiciously, not out of a desire to conceal, but to sidestep the pitfalls of vanity and the hunger for external approval. This careful discretion is not a sign of diminished ambition, but rather a manifestation of the Stoic ethos of concentrating on what lies within one's power. The Stoic pursuit of dreams eschews the craving for acknowledgement or affirmation from others, including romantic partners. Guided by an internal compass, a Stoic man seeks contentment and joy through self-development and the realization of objectives that resonate with his authentic self. He is aware that seeking external validation can lead to disillusionment and distract from true self-enhancement. This approach is intricately linked to the Stoic practice of focusing on responsibilities and attainable goals, propelling a Stoic man towards objectives that enrich his life and those around him. He understands that devoting time and effort to matters outside his control or unrelated to his well-being is futile. The Stoic man's engagement with his dreams is marked by a robust sense of independence and self-sufficiency. He does not depend on others to define or validate his goals, but instead relies on his judgment and inner strength, tapping into his personal resources to fulfill his ambitions. This autonomy does not negate the value of support from others, but rather affirms his capability to steer the direction of his life. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of Stoic wisdom, captured this sentiment perfectly. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This maxim highlights the Stoic conviction that true contentment and achievement originate from within, molded by the caliber and orientation of one's thoughts and attitudes. For a Stoic man, dreams are not mere daydreams but the manifestations of a deliberate and goal-oriented mind. His approach to aspirations is a balanced mix of realism, self-dependence, and adherence to personal values and capabilities. He perceives his goals through the prism of practicality and self-validation, striving for accomplishments that offer genuine satisfaction and are aligned with his ethical principles. This thoughtful and introspective stance on dreams epitomizes the Stoic dedication to leading a life anchored in deliberate, purposeful, and self-reliant principles. It's a reminder that in the pursuit of our dreams, the journey itself, characterized by growth, resilience, and alignment with our deepest values, is as significant as the destination. This Stoic approach to aspirations offers a powerful lesson for us all. To cultivate a life of purpose and meaning, we must look inward, focusing on personal growth and the fulfillment of goals that truly resonate with our authentic selves. In doing so, we not only achieve our dreams but also embody the virtues of Stoicism, living a life of integrity, wisdom, and true contentment. His feelings. In the realm of Stoicism, the way a man interacts with his emotions is a profound journey into self-awareness, mindfulness, and the strategic management of his inner world. This journey is deeply rooted in the Stoic belief that emotions should be understood, not suppressed, guiding him through the complex web of feelings with a balanced and thoughtful approach. This perspective challenges the common misconception that Stoicism is about the denial of feelings. Instead, it suggests that a Stoic man welcomes his emotions, engaging with them with an acute sense of consciousness and attentiveness. Stoic philosophy doesn't cast emotions as foes to be vanquished, but as messengers offering valuable insights into our deepest selves. By embracing and comprehending his emotions, a Stoic man attains a profound self-knowledge, empowering him to better face life's challenges. It's crucial for him to be aware of how his emotions could influence his decisions and actions. Stoicism imparts that wisdom lies not in letting emotions overrule logic, but in weaving emotional awareness into rational decision-making. This equilibrium ensures that his reactions to life's events are governed by thoughtful consideration, not by the whims of transient emotions. While he is in tune with his feelings, he practices discernment in sharing them, choosing to express emotions in ways that are constructive and considerate. This isn't about pretending indifference, but about a sincere effort to communicate in a manner that uplifts and supports those around him. He recognizes that unguarded emotional outbursts may not always serve the best interest of his relationships, whether with a partner, family, or friends. His choice to moderate emotional expression is also a commitment to uphold a demeanor of rationality and calmness, embodying the Stoic ideal of emotional mastery over detachment. The Stoic man's selective sharing of emotions is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and wisdom, aiming to maintain harmony and understanding in his interactions. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the abandonment of feelings, but for their refinement, transforming them into instruments of self-awareness and enlightenment. His approach to emotions exemplifies the perfect blend of reason and sensitivity, a delicate balance that cultivates a life marked by stability, resilience, and meaningful engagement with the world around him. To encapsulate, the Stoic man's relationship with his emotions is a delicate balance between understanding, emotional intelligence, and the careful expression of feelings. This approach is beautifully summarized by the Stoic philosopher Seneca, who said, "The wise man is neither rash nor timid. He neither ignores pain nor is overwhelmed by it. The wise man's feelings are deep and sincere, but controlled." This philosophy underscores the Stoic's journey, painting a picture of an individual who navigates the complexities of the human condition with mindfulness, rationality, and emotional acuity. In the vast landscape of Stoic virtues, his mastery over emotions is a vivid stroke that illustrates a life of equilibrium, fortitude, and thoughtful existence, offering a timeless model for personal growth and self-reflection. His pleasures. In the realm of Stoicism, the way a man approaches pleasure is a testament to his character and discipline. This philosophy, rooted in the pursuit of virtue and self-mastery, casts a discerning eye on pleasure, especially in the dynamics of a man's relationships and interactions, including those with women. Stoicism doesn't demonize pleasure. Rather, it calls for a thoughtful examination of one's relationship with it, advocating for moderation and temperance to avoid the snares of overindulgence and addiction. For a Stoic, pleasure is not inherently bad. It's the relationship with pleasure that needs scrutiny. A Stoic man understands that succumbing to the control of pleasures betrays the core Stoic virtues of self-discipline and rationality. He engages with pleasures, but through the lens of reason, always mindful of their fleeting nature and the potential distractions they pose from more meaningful endeavors. His engagement is not about self-denial or asceticism, but finding a balanced, thoughtful way to integrate pleasure into life without letting it compromise his principles or well-being. The Stoic man navigates his pleasures with caution and restraint, ensuring they don't become his master. He views craving and coveting pleasures as paths to dissatisfaction and unrest, cultivating instead an attitude of non-attachment. This doesn't mean he shuns pleasure, but that he doesn't let his desires cloud his judgment or veer him off his moral course. He indulges with wisdom and virtue, allowing pleasures to serve rather than dominate him. Stoicism teaches the value of not squandering pleasures. Quality over quantity is the Stoic's pursuit, seeking to enhance life's pleasures not through excess but through appreciation and mindful engagement. This approach fosters genuine satisfaction without the pitfalls of hedonism. In his dealings with women, a Stoic man exercises self-regulation, not seeking pleasure from external sources but maintaining an internal control over his desires in line with his Stoic virtues. This self-regulation underscores his commitment to personal integrity and autonomy, embodying the Stoic ideal of freedom through mastery over one's desires. Epictetus, a sage in the Stoic tradition, eloquently stated, "Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire." This profound insight underscores the Stoic belief that true freedom and contentment arise from conquering one's impulses, rather than being enslaved by them. The Stoic man lives this wisdom, finding freedom and fulfillment, not in unrestrained indulgence, but in the thoughtful, disciplined enjoyment of life's pleasures. The Stoic approach to pleasure is a delicate balance between enjoyment and self-control, a testament to the virtues of temperance and rationality. By engaging with life's pleasures in a measured, conscious way, the Stoic man upholds his principles, navigating the joys of life without falling into excess and indulgence. This balanced path allows him to live in harmony with the noble tenets of Stoicism, demonstrating that true pleasure lies not in the abundance of experiences, but in the quality of one's engagement with them. His mistakes. In the nuanced landscape of Stoic philosophy, the manner in which a man addresses his mistakes is not only insightful, but serves as a beacon of guidance, especially within the intricate dynamics shared between a man and a woman. Stoicism, with its rich heritage and profound wisdom, teaches us that mistakes are far from mere lapses in judgment or simple errors. They are, instead, pivotal moments that pave the way toward enlightenment and self-betterment. A man steeped in Stoic virtues approaches his missteps with a unique blend of humility, meticulousness, and a deep-seated commitment to introspective learning, embodying the essence of growth and resilience. Central to the Stoic doctrine on mistakes is the principle of discretion, particularly in the context of revealing these to a woman. This discretion is not born out of a desire to mask one's flaws in shame or fear, but stems from a profound understanding that mistakes are intensely personal journeys of learning. The Stoic man discerns that divulging his errors may not always serve a constructive purpose within the dynamics of a relationship or dialogue. It's a nuanced dance between openness and discernment, where the wisdom of restraint is valued. In the Stoic view, humility and diligence are not mere virtues, but the very compass by which one navigates the aftermath of mistakes. The Stoic man lives by the adage that to err is inherently human, yet he does not treat mistakes lightly. His decisions and actions are marked by careful deliberation, aimed at minimizing the occurrence of errors. However, when faced with mistakes, he does not retreat in denial or despair. Rather, he embraces these moments as golden opportunities for self-reflection and growth, adhering to the Stoic belief in the transformative power of learning from one's errors. This process of self-examination and learning is approached not with self-criticism or overwhelming guilt, but with a clear, rational mindset focused on uncovering the underlying causes and extracting valuable lessons. Such introspection is vital for converting mistakes into stepping stones towards wisdom, thereby enhancing one's ability to handle future challenges with increased sagacity. Furthermore, the Stoic man is characterized by his unwavering discipline and perseverance in amending his errors. He recognizes that personal improvement is an ongoing journey, demanding consistent effort and dedication. His mistakes do not define him. Instead, they act as catalysts for positive transformation and self-enhancement. Embracing responsibility for one's errors is another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoic man eschews the temptation to cast blame outwardly or to indulge in self-reproach. He assumes full accountability for his actions and their repercussions, concentrating on rectifying the situation and averting similar errors in the future. Epictetus, a luminary in Stoic thought, encapsulated this ethos with his profound assertion, "It is not the things that happen to us that trouble us, but our opinions about them." This statement highlights the Stoic conviction that our perceptions and reactions to events, including our own mistakes, ultimately shape their impact on our lives. It's a testament to the power of perspective, underscoring the importance of adopting a constructive and resilient mindset in the face of adversity. In the modern context, this Stoic approach to mistakes offers invaluable lessons. It encourages men to navigate the complexities of life and relationships with wisdom, discretion, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. By perceiving mistakes not as failures but as opportunities for development, and by applying Stoic virtues in everyday life, a man can cultivate a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him, fostering a life marked by continuous self-improvement and resilience. In essence, the Stoic man's handling of mistakes is a testament to the philosophy's enduring relevance. It's not about the concealment of flaws, but about fostering an inner fortitude and wisdom. Through embracing mistakes as avenues for growth and adhering to the principles of Stoicism, he navigates the voyage of life with a profound sense of purpose and a steadfast dedication to becoming a better version of himself, thereby enriching not only his own life, but also the lives of those around him. His pains. In the realm of Stoicism, the way a man handles his pain speaks volumes about his character, resilience, and unwavering dedication to preserving his inner peace. This Stoic approach to pain profoundly shapes his interactions and how he communicates his struggles, particularly in the intimate dynamics of a relationship with a woman. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the denial or suppression of pain, but rather for a transcendence of suffering, facing challenges with a stoic yet joyful spirit. When a stoic man experiences pain, especially within the tapestry of a romantic relationship, he understands that showing his pain might be misconstrued as a display of suffering and despair. However, he does not let his pain overwhelm him. Adopting a stoic and cheerful outlook, he acknowledges that life's hurdles are a natural part of our existence. His response to pain is marked by endurance. He doesn't let his struggles alter his demeanor or mood, but faces them with patience and strength. Stoicism posits that bearing hardships with grace is not a weakness, but a testament to one's strength and resilience. The Stoic man embodies this principle, choosing to navigate through his pain with endurance and, remarkably, finding joy amidst adversity. He refrains from lamenting his fate. Instead, he accepts his pain with grace and gratitude, not out of a perverse desire for suffering, but from an understanding that enduring pain gracefully is a path to transformation. The Stoic man views pain as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Stoic philosophy offers a unique perspective on pain relief, suggesting that one should not seek immediate comfort from pain, but see it as a challenge that fosters strength. By perceiving pain as an opportunity for growth, he turns his ordeal into a meaningful part of his journey, transforming his experience into one of profound personal development. His approach to pain is not about exposing vulnerabilities or garnering sympathy. It's about seeing pain as a personal challenge and a chance for internal transformation. By choosing not to openly display his pain, he focuses his energy on overcoming obstacles with resilience, all the while maintaining a stoic and joyful demeanor. Seneca, a luminary in Stoic philosophy, encapsulated this ethos with his statement, "Fire tests gold, and misfortune tests brave men." This analogy highlights the Stoic belief that life's trials, represented by the metaphorical fire, are opportunities to showcase one's true character and resilience. The Stoic man meets these challenges with courage and strength, embodying Seneca's wisdom. The Stoic man's handling of pain is a delicate balance of endurance, joy, and growth. By facing challenges with resilience, keeping a joyful heart, and viewing pain as a growth opportunity, he lives up to the Stoic ideals of inner strength and peace. This approach allows him to transcend suffering and navigate life's ups and downs with grace, firmly committed to his personal evolution. To illustrate this principle further, consider the story of the ancient Stoic teacher who, when faced with the loss of everything he owned, remarked, "I have lost nothing that belongs to me." This story highlights the Stoic belief in distinguishing between what we can control, our responses and attitudes, and what we cannot control, such as external events and material possessions. It teaches us that true resilience lies not in the absence of pain, but in our ability to face it with courage and to find growth and wisdom in the process. In conclusion, the Stoic man's journey through pain is not just about enduring hardship, but about transforming it into an avenue for personal growth and development. By adopting a stoic and cheerful disposition in the face of pain, he not only preserves his inner tranquility, but also emerges stronger and more resilient. This stoic approach to pain is a powerful lesson for us all, encouraging us to face life's challenges with grace, resilience, and a positive spirit, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and enlightened existence. As we conclude today's exploration into the Stoic principles of discretion and virtue, we've uncovered the tenets that guide a man in his interactions, not just with a woman, but with the world at large. Remember, This journey into Stoicism isn't about withholding truth, but about embodying the strength, wisdom, and integrity that define our true selves. It's about living a life of virtue, the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, and the ultimate measure of a man's character. In embracing these teachings, we not only navigate our relationships with greater depth and understanding, but also forge a path to personal fulfillment and resilience. This Stoic approach to life challenges us to be our best selves, to live with honor, and to cultivate joy and love in our interactions. If this message resonates with you, if you're seeking to deepen your understanding of Stoicism and its powerful application in your daily life, then join us on this journey. Subscribe to Stoic In Your Life. Like this video to support our community. Share it with those who might find value in these teachings, and don't forget to turn on notifications. This way, you won't miss any of our upcoming videos, each designed to guide you closer to the serene, virtuous life Stoicism promises. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Remember, in the pursuit of Stoicism, it's not about hiding from the world, but revealing your truest, most virtuous self to it. Until next time, continue to live stoically and find peace within yourself.